This is Mark Blanton from the Real South Africa. Yes, we are here in Johannesburg still, and as sitting beside me is a good friend of mine. His name is Neo. He's in charge of everything here. He's going to tell you everything that he does for his company. So go ahead and introduce yourself.
Well, I'm Neo, and I'm a producer here at Street Kids DVC. DVC standing for Digital Venture Capital. Me and my partners here and my friend Mark, just hooking up to talk some business. He's a man from the United States. He's got a very broad perspective on things, very different from mine. So I'm learning from him, he's learning from me wherever he can.
Well, what we're going to talk about today is about obviously the opportunities here in South Africa. And like I said, we was proud to meet with Neo simply because they were doing something that we hadn't seen before, but we know what happens. And it's called video production, movie productions, all kind of different types of video shoots and so forth. So what he's going to do is just kind of give you an overview of all the types of shoots that he do here in South Africa.
Well, so we currently have a production called Project 1 Million. It's a beauty film. We've got 5 permanent ladies who are models. It's pretty much a project like Victoria's Secret. So you have the Victoria's Secret angels.
It's gonna be like that.
It's a concept like that, but they don't dress like that. Yeah, it's a concept like Victoria's Secret where we've got 5 women whose fame and identity we're trying to put up. You know, everybody knows that it makes good business sense today to have a profile on social media. Exactly. So you can do business or attract all sorts of possibilities. So we're trying to take it to the next level, trying to focus on 5 ladies whose names and brands we're trying to build so that they'll be able to experience business and are within this ecosystem. We'll also be sharing business and clients.
I'm just playing. But at the end of the day, you know, especially those in the U.S., look, these types of services do exist. There's very talented people here in South Africa, and they do a lot of amazing things. And again, we want you guys to follow with us because we want to document their journey as they're going through this whole process. And they also do other things as well. And one of the things they're going to do is that they're going to totally revamp our intro to our YouTube channel. It should be fat, and of course, if you guys are looking at our YouTube channel, what I want you to do is kind of leave some comments and let us know if Neo and the Street Kids did a good job. So also too, I think you guys do on location shoots. Like for example, we might go out to Zoo Lake, or we might go out to Harties, or we might go out to Durban to do a shoot. You guys do that as well, correct?
Yeah, we do, and we just did one in Harties, so it's part of this project that we call Project 1 Million with these 5 ladies, this fashion film. We have an episode that came out yesterday, and I sent you a link.
Yeah, it was pretty tight.
So that was in Harties. We do location shoots for clients who'd like to come here for a holiday, clients who'd like to have an experience that they would like to record, take back home.
Absolutely.
Or if you'd like to come get married in South Africa, we do that. We're the best.
Oh, okay.
We're the best.
Okay. I'm glad you said that because we do have people that contact us, the Real South Africa. Obviously, we are a travel and tourism company. They contact us and they want to, do special events, bring their families, get married, honeymoon type stuff, and they want all that documented. So again, reaching out to a company like this would definitely make your experience a lot better than just coming here with your cell phone and your selfie stick. You see what I'm saying? Okay. Now, and like I said, you guys are basically a full service, situation, correct?
Yeah, we're a full production house. We've got cameras from photo cameras or basic point and shoot cameras all the way to cinema cameras. One of our cameras right there, that one shot, what is the movie? The series? Snowfall.
Okay.
If you know Snowfall, that camera they shot it. Orange is the New Black.
Okay.
They're shot by that camera over there, but we haven't shot movies yet, but we're progressing towards that. So the ceiling is not really there for us. We can do it all. We just haven't done it all, but we're looking to do it all.
Well, as you guys can see, like I said, these guys do a lot of work. They're looking to, extend their reach out to the international market. So those that are in the United States that are looking at coming to South Africa to do some work, I'm sure there's a large crowd of you guys that like the locations here in South Africa. I think there's a new show on Netflix called Kings of Joburg. If you haven't watched it, you need to go ahead and tune to it. We watch it. We like it a lot. But there's a lot of different locations here. There's every terrain here. I think that the views here in South Africa are absolutely amazing. So whatever you're trying to do, you could do it here. I would suggest, from our perspective, since these guys, we have selected them to do our intro, I think that you probably should select them if you're looking at trying to do something beyond what you can do at home. And if you want to collaborate as well, you could do that as well, because you guys seem to be pretty international as well, or could be.
Yeah, we really do want to become international. We were planning to fly out to China to do one of our episodes there with the ladies, but then the lockdown, having to get a vaccine, not everybody's convinced about a vaccine, so we don't really know our first opportunity to go out. You're not getting one.
I don't know, man. That thing, I don't know.
I'll do what you do. If you take it, I'll take it.
Okay, well, I guess we won't be taking it.
Yeah, so people can check us out on YouTube, Street Kids DVC. We can have it in your link. That's where they'll get to see the episodes we've done. They'll get to see what level of work we're able to do. So we're available for all of these services, from sound to lighting to cameras. We're the gold standard.
Y'all heard them. Now, those of you guys that are in South Africa, from all my South African people who are especially in the Johannesburg area, but they will travel, they can take care of you as well visually. Like I said, if you just need pictures done, we got a guy that can do that here. And of course, if you need some other work done to promote your business, to promote your brand, like I said, it's easy just to reach out. Look in the details at the bottom of this video, and then give them a call, and they'll answer the phone. And if he doesn't answer the phone, just tell him, hey, you saw him with the Real South Africa, and you're looking for that special package to go ahead and make your event special.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right now. Okay. Are you talking about South African politics?
South African politics.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a pass on that, because right now we're all in a pandemic. I don't want to make nobody mad.
Okay.
Yeah. My views are a little different because of my U.S. politics. I kind of
share some.
Well, I would say, I'm just gonna give you a short version of this. A lot of things that you guys are going through as South Africans is something that we went through a long time ago. So a lot of the decisions that are being made, some of the things that we see, from my perspective, is old news.
Yeah.
I can pretty much tell you how that goes, or better yet, it's on YouTube. It's on not YouTube. Well, it's on YouTube, and it's also on Google. What happened in the 50s and the 60s, and then post-slavery with the Reconstruction for blacks, and you guys are going through it now. Believe it or not. So what you guys are going through now, it's not new.
Yeah.
It's just something that every culture goes through at some point. And so it's good for me to sit back in a bird's eye view and just watch to see, all the reactions between the different political parties and then the people themselves. But like I said, it's not new.
There's a political party proposing socialism. Will that work? Have Americans tried that?
You know what? The answer to that question, no, we haven't crossed that. Well, we've come to that bridge and we stopped, and so we try to stay close to who we are as far as our Constitution is concerned, and we try to follow that as close as possible. I will say that there are some socialist things that are happening. Most of it is being able to help the people, basically come up. So sometimes you can use that as a tool, but it's not the whole toolkit. Yeah.
All right. What place would you like to visit with us? Well, I know we'll be doing the intro, but we'd like to take you somewhere, or you'd like to go somewhere where you've been scared to go, but you'd like to film.
Scared
We're
to go.
Men here.
Aren't you scared to go anywhere? No.
For real?
I'll spend enough time.
You feel like that?
I'll spend enough time in the CBD. Let's just say that. Let's just say that.
No fear, nothing.
You must haven't been to the U.S.
Is it scarier than here?
Yes, let's just say that. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Just driving around sometime as a black person is scary.
Well, this is what I appreciate about speaking with somebody with a different perspective. You know, your perspective of this place, I see it as the worst. I wish I could go to the United States. You've seen it better. You've seen it for longer.
Yeah.
And you can advise much better. So
Yeah.
I'll stick with your advice. I think I'll start to appreciate this country much more and look into the opportunity. You do say we're a majority here. For us, that's been made not to matter.
80%.
But we've been made not even to matter. So majority doesn't really say much to us, you know.
Well, you gotta, like I said, and if you look at our history, we had the same issues as black people. We felt less than, and we had to pick ourselves up, as they say, by the bootstraps, and become more, not by permission, by out of necessity. And then now here we are, we're here, and we're still the minority where we come from, but we've made a lot of strides. A lot of people are still, still trying to come up, no different than when you ride in the townships. There are people still trying to come up, but I can say in my 10 years of visiting and being here, living in South Africa, I've seen people in the townships go to middle class pretty quick, versus in the U.S. it takes generations.
Oh yeah.
It takes generations, like a lot of time to get to the middle class, and then to maintain it, it takes a little bit more effort, and then to stay there.
Difficult as I think it is.
The answer to that question, from if you ask me from my perspective, the answer is no. But again, you have to believe what you got to believe first, and once you start believing, then you will start achieving it. I know it sounds corny. You believe that you can achieve it, but you literally have to do that. But what we can do over a period of time is just to get back in front of this camera, since you own it, and we can have more conversations that we can actually get out to your viewpoints to the American public, so they can see what you guys go through on a regular basis, and let them know that you guys are real over here in the real South Africa, and then we can have conversation. So I can maybe bring a little bit of knowledge that I've picked up over my 50 plus years, and maybe a kid down in Soweto will hear what I said and be like, oh my God, I need to do that, and so forth. So we got opportunities.
If I can ask one more question.
Sure, one more.
Earlier when we spoke, you identified our attitude, and with it you deduced our mindset. You could see how you said it, humble South African.
Yes.
That's what you said it is. And along with that, you went on to say that there are really serious possibilities for people who live here. They just gotta know it. The way that you put it, it's as though you were in my mind and you could see how narrow our perspective is as South Africans. Can you broaden it for us? Can you tell us, as an American who's seeing South Africa and all of these opportunities that we're not seeing, what are we not seeing?
Well, like I said, that's more than one question, by the way.
Okay.
Like 4 questions.
It happens.
Yeah, it happens sometimes. But no, the reality is, when you look at our history, we used to be very humble. We used to call it subservient.
Yeah.
We knew our roles, and we shut our mouths, and we just did what we can do, and we walked between the raindrops. We did what we can do. There were, over a period of time, there were a lot of people that just decided they wasn't going to do that anymore, and then it became infectious over the generations. It wasn't overnight, and then we started being able to occupy spaces that we couldn't occupy, and then we realized that we could have occupied them a long time ago. We didn't know why we didn't occupy them. We just didn't. We was like, oh no, I can't go there. No way. And in some ways, it's still that way. Here in South Africa, you guys are very, to me, innately humble. Overall, you're humble and you're very accommodating. Being accommodating is something that I say is inherent in all black people, regardless of where you find them.
I've seen it.
Yeah, regardless of where you find them. You go to Indonesia, you see black people, they're going to be accommodating. That's just how we are. It's just not a South African thing. But I will say this to you. As we say in the States, closed mouth don't get fed. Yeah. So if you keep your mouth closed and you don't, ask for your worth and or demand your worth and demand what you and put your own value on what you do and what you accomplish and who you are, then people are going to devalue you all the time. They're going to do that so they can get your hands to do the work for them. So it's easy to say, you know, let's make it very simple. You pull up to the stoplight, there's a guy trying to sell you some shades, and you know you need them because the sun is bright. And he says, hey, these shades are worth $100, or excuse me, 100 South African rands. And you come back and devalue it by saying, no, I'll give you 50.
Yeah, we do that all the time.
Exactly. You got to demand what you're worth, because if it was an American, I'd be like, no, I'm not giving you these shades for 50 rand. You're gonna pay 100. Period. And then you won't have these shades, and you can go to the next African American and say, hey, I'll give you 50 rands, and the guy say, no, it's 100 rand. He's not going to accept 50. I can't say that here. If you go to the stoplight, he would say 100 rand, you would say 50 rand. And then he'll say, well, okay. Yeah, see, that needs that part.
That's that
we need to cut that out and be like, no, and I need to recognize that you're worth 100 rand. I need to recognize it, and you need to recognize it. And then now we got a nice exchange.
Yeah.
You got what you wanted, he got what he wanted, everybody's happy. Right. That needs to happen more often than not.
Thank you very much.
Sure.
Yeah. I wish I could ask more, but
we got time. I tell you what, guys, like I said, stay with us. We're gonna constantly be putting out videos from time to time. So obviously like and subscribe. Then of course there's the link to their YouTube channel as well. And you can get more content, more info about what they're doing. And if you want to reach out to them, to Nayo and the crew, I would definitely recommend that you do, so you can get high quality stuff. And of course, they're going to give you what you're worth.
Yeah, and please do follow our YouTube channel. It's quite new, it's quite young. It's made up of black people the most, and there's a very big audience in the USA, because believe it or not, what we're doing are concepts we copied from Peter McKinnon. I know he's Canadian, but there's Potato Jet, there's Daniel Schiffer, he's also American, but there's so many of them that we learned this from, and the level of content that we're doing, we found that people have not really caught up with it because we copied it over there. So we got a big market in the USA, possibly, we hope for. Do you think people would like our stuff?
Yeah, I think so. Yes, the answer is yes.
Word there. Subscribe. Thank you there.
All right, fellas.
Peace out, y'all.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for spending time with us today. If you like what you saw, please subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notifications button so you don't miss out on all things The Real South Africa. Thanks again.